Hello, today I will be talking about movie review number 926. This is Toni Morrison, The Pieces I Am. Toni Morrison, The Pieces I Am is a 2019 movie that is directed by Timothy Greenfield Sanders. So, this movie is a documentary about Toni Morrison, who is an author, a famous author who has written books like Song of Solomon, Sura, The Brewer's Eye, and Beloved. This has Magnolia Pictures, American Masters Pictures, and Perfect Day Films. I saw this movie on February 21st, 2024 at Showcase Cinema De Lux in Springdale, Ohio. Now, when it came out in 2019, I saw this movie at the Esquire movie theater in Clifton, Ohio. And I was really happy to find out that this movie was playing in theaters then. Well, at this movie theater for only one night. But still, I was happy to see this movie in theaters then. So, this movie talks about Toni Morrison, and it displays an awful and imitated meditation on the life and works of the storyteller and Nobel Prize winner Toni Morrison. This movie details her childhood in the steel town of Wayne, Ohio, to 70s era book tours with Muhammad Ali, from the front lines of Angela Davis to her own riverfront writing room. Toni Morrison leads an assembly of her peers, critics, and colleagues on an exploration of race, America, history, and the human condition as seen through the prism of her own literature. Morrison reflects on a lifelong deconstruction of the master narrative, inspired to write because no one took a little black girl seriously. Woven together with a rich collection of art, history, literature, and personality, the film includes discussions about some of her many critically acclaimed works, including The Brewer's Eye, Sura, and Song of Solomon, along with Beloved, which turned out to be a movie with Oprah Winfrey. Toni Morrison's role as an editor of iconic African American literature in her time teaching at Princeton University. Now, featuring interviews not only with Toni Morrison, but also with stars like Hilton Ayers, Angela Davis, Fran Lebowitz, Walter Mosley, Sonia Sanchez, and Oprah Winfrey, who helped turn Morrison's novel Beloved into a feature film. Ooh. Well, I thought it was a pretty good movie. And I do remember a couple of parts in the movie back when I saw this in 2019, including the interview that Oprah Winfrey did when she wanted to turn Beloved into a feature film, and it did. And the movie also explores many of Morrison's other novels, like The Brewer's Eye, Song of Solomon, Sura, and there are many other books, but that was just a couple of them. The movie also explores Toni Morrison's early life when she was a child in Wayne, Ohio, and how she taught at Princeton University, how she went on book tours with Muhammad Ali, and yeah, it was a pretty good movie. Now, I only knew a little about Toni Morrison before seeing this movie, but I like how Toni Morrison definitely captured literature with her books, eventually resulting in her winning the Nobel Prize. And I do remember some dialogue in the movie that she says to the interviewer that she writes to write things in the morning because the morning is where she gets her best ideas. And later on in the day, she doesn't have as much thinking than she does the beginning of the day. And the movie also talks about Morrison's family and friends and colleagues and peers. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty good movie. I definitely recommend it. So that was my movie review of Toni Morrison, The Pieces I Am. Um, I did not know this when the movie came out. Or actually, I think I remember this. I think Toni Morrison was alive when the movie was filmed, but I believe she might have passed away when the film came out, or slightly when the film came out. And I was very saddened to hear that. But Toni Morrison definitely had a good life. She wrote many books that inspired many people, and she's probably considered one of the most famous authors of all time. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. So that's my movie review of Toni Morrison, The Pieces I Am. Please stay tuned for this movie review. Alright, goodbye.